Okay, YouTube. Hello. I was watching this anime called I forgot what it's called, but if you guys know it, this is going to be what if Ohma was like Mereum. He's not gonna have Mereum abilities, but he is going to be like Mereum. We start this off with Ohma, a young age. Sorry, YouTube. Didn't mean to do that. Ohma at a young age, unlocking his flesh-eating ability. Well, not really, but unlocking Mereum personality ability. You know, okay. So Ohma puts over a cloak on him. Not like an Akatsuki cloak, none of that. Just like a regular jacket cloak. Where you have to button it up. It's all black. And the sleeves go all the way up to his hands. So they won't be able to notice he has claws that are pretty long. Now, Ohma sees this female kid. Yes. I'm gonna make what's that called? The girl or the one boy that is obsessed with Ohma. You know him? Yeah, I'm gonna make him a female because that was just weird. They had a lot of gay scenes in that, but let's get started. This one female kid is getting bullied. Ohma extends his claws as he says, "Get away from her." As the 16 bullies that were beating on her said, "What are you gonna do about it, nerd?" As Ohma walks towards one of them and grabs them by the shoulder, grabbing their stomach. As the kid tries to push Ohma palm off, Ohma palm is a firm grip on his stomach. The kid starts to get weirded out as he tries to run away because he just feels this immense presence from Ohma. Ohma grabs the kid by the leg before ripping it off and throwing it towards one of the other kids, hitting that kid in the head, giving him a little bit of a brain damage as Ohma goes in front of that kid, stabbing him in the neck. And another kid tries to sneak up behind Ohma, trying to punch him. Ohma grabs it from the back as he dislocates the kid's shoulder, and he slams the kid to the ground, grabbing him by his neck before slamming him again and again and again. The other kids try to fight Ohma, but Ohma is just bodying them completely, leaving them with broken arms, broken legs, some dislocated things. As after he's done beating on all of them, he picks up this girl and says, "Are you okay?" The girl says, "Yeah," as she's blushing a lot. Ohma says, "Watch yourself," as he walks away. She says, wait, as she wants to say something, but she can't. She's just blushing with this intense feeling to protect Ohma. She's boiling inside her blood when she gets close to Ohma every single time. A couple months later, Ohma's just training with his master in the Nico style, but Ohma doesn't really use it. His master realizes that Ohma doesn't use this and doesn't like this style, as his master says, "Well, I guess I tried to teach you my style, but you don't like it, so, huh." As his master turns around to see it, a little girl, probably the age of 8, and almost 9, or 9, yeah. This girl says, "Is that Ohma?" As his Ohma master walks up to this girl and says, "What are you here for?" Sneaking up behind her, she didn't realize it. She says, "Well, I really like Ohma. He's like a god to me." As he says, "Listen, kid, he'll never be a god to you, okay? He's my student." Basically the same thing happens in canon, and that's when she starts to take up training, a lot of training on her physical body and mental state. She tries to do her mental state, but it's already broken because she loves Ohma so much. All she could think about is Ohma all the time. She says that she's a male to her master, so that's why her master trained her in the art of whatever. I forgot what style she had, but that happens. Now when Oma gets found by that old guy, that's it. The guy's not old in this one. I'm gonna say he's like 35, which is pretty young when you think about it. Not too old, not too thingy, but just pretty right. As the guy is actually kind of running away a little bit, not running, but like just dodging the attacks because he practiced kickboxing and he's pretty good. He has the ability because he's been training his mental state so much that he could predict almost people movements, kind of. He also is pretty good at strategy and all that other kind of stuff. So he's dodging as he's backing up and dodging until he gets hit in the face, which kind of surprises him because he never really been hit that hard before. He's been in a couple fights, like 4 or 5, but not too much. That's when they were in his high school days or his middle school days, and then he got in like 6 more fights when he got into high school and a couple more fights in college. He backs up a little bit after taking some damage and sees that his jaw is dislocated. He's actually practiced medical things. He puts his jaw back in place as you can hear a snap at his jaw. As he says, "Pretty good shot." As he keeps on dodging and looking for a way to hit this guy or at least run away and escape him. Oma comes in and he's wearing the black cloak still, but this time he's wearing a skull-like mask on. Not like on his full face, but half of his face, covering his mouth and nose. Oma opens his claws as the guy drops to the ground immediately as soon as this happens. As the guy starts coughing, as he says, "What is this immense aura?" As Oma walks up close, as he says, "Bow before your king," before stepping on his head. As 2 more shadows hop out of Oma's shadow, which one has a tail, like a tail that is black and looks kind of gooey, but it's really hard. Another one has a gloves on that look like they have poison, little small poison needles. Not even noticeable. Or no, the one that has the gloves has little small blades or he doesn't even have gloves. He has, like, you could say, like this throwing disc, like kind of like a predator throwing disc, but not too much. It's like a shuriken throwing disc, like predator, and it comes back towards him. Oma has his fingerless gloves on as his nails extend, and he grabs the guy by the neck. The guy starts to bleed from the neck as he starts to cry, saying, "Let him go, he's sorry," as he almost snaps the guy's neck right in front of him. The guy's not surprised because he has seen, like, death before. The old man, I'm gonna call him Kanji in this one. Kinji, that's gonna be his name in this one, the old guy name. He's not gonna have that other name because I really don't know. So you guys could correct me in the comments if you want, though. I don't really care. But so as this happens, Oma looks towards the guy. He says, "I'm leaving, but this was a pretty good fight you brought me." The guy stops Oma and asks Oma if he wants to be a part of this thing, whatever. I forgot what he said in canon, but Oma agrees because he has been looking for a good fight recently. Now, Oma goes with this guy to his boss as Oma signs up for the thing. Now, when Oma fights that high kicking guy, literally he doesn't even fight him. His shadow fights him, like legit. The guy gets grabbed by the tail before getting lifted up, and he gets grabbed by the neck, slammed down as the guy starts to feel scared as his elbow is dislocated. He starts to cry and passes out. His Oma shadow hops back inside, and Oma starts to fight with this guy. The guy wasn't really that strong to Oma. Oma grabs the guy, dislocating his leg, but the guy puts it back in place as Oma says, "Oh, I see you're not in pain." we'll meet on the battlefield as Oma walks away with his guy, the old man, or Kinji, you could say. That's what I'm gonna call him. But he's not old in this one. He's 35. He's looking pretty young, and he's looking pretty good too. So yeah. So as he starts to walk away with Kinji, Kinji's like, "Huh, Oma, you didn't really have to do that." While smoking a little bit, you could say. Almost like, whatever. He tried to attack a king. No one will ever defeat a king. That's what I can tell you, Kinji. He's like, whatever you say, Oma. But we skip to when he's actually in the fight with that guy. I forgot, the guy who presumed that he's superhuman. He beats the crap out of him. Like, not too much, but like, give him a couple broken bones, broken ribs, a dislocated arm, and his mouth is bloody a little bit. He heals in a couple more days, a couple weeks, and Kinji boss still finds him and helps him out. Now when he's fighting the wrestling guy, ooh, that goes way different from in canon. Oma doesn't control the flow of power. Oma says, "Come at me." As guy punches towards Oma, Oma disappears into black aura because he has the ability to create illusions. I was thinking about it while the story was going on. So yeah, Oma has the ability to create illusions of himself. Oma grabs the guy by the neck, putting him in a chokehold, extending his nails out, entering his nails into the guy's windpipe as the guy starts to not be able to breathe and he drops to the ground dead. Not dead, but he's not unconscious. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending it off here. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna be ending it off here. I don't want to get too much into the other stuff or the other arcs or anything like that. Next part, if this video gets 10 likes or 5 likes, I will be doing What If Oma Was Like Mereum part 2, and I will be getting into more detail indeed. Even a little bit more if you guys get this to 10 likes. YouTube don't sue me, but Alright, yeah. I'm gonna be ending off here. Bye, like and subscribe. Ask your friends if they have any editing. And ask them to hit me up. See you in the next video.